My name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan. Trust the name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. So right now, as you can see, I am about to react to the Unity Cup. Okay, so what is the Unity Cup? And I'm glad I've segued into this because I prefer to talk about Unity rather than division. So the Unity Cup is a London, like basically it's a tournament, a mini tournament, a 4-team tournament with Ghana, ironically, Nigeria, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago competing for the Unity Cup this summer. So this is going to be a very, very interesting piece of this is going to be a very interesting piece of tournament. And hear me out. I think it's good to have, but it's got me thinking there needs to be another type of tournament. There needs to be, with the African Cup of Nations, yeah, I think there needs to be like another. Okay, yes, this is technically more football being played. I get it, but like there needs to be like a league table of African nations, yeah, like every African nation, because then every African nation gets a chance, right? Now, the winner of that face the league, so they will have to. How do I explain it? So you got that league, then you got the league for the Caribbean or South America, but let's just say Caribbean, right? And yet there may not be as many as in comparison to the African nation, but the top two, so the first, they have a final of. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, so then they face off, and it's the best of. Like, I think that would be dope. You know what I mean? And then obviously when it comes to the opening of the ceremony and stuff like that, you got people from that particular country, you know what I mean, or those countries, should I say, they are promoting their businesses, they're promoting their entertainment services, their food services, all of that. I've got ideas. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to invest in that idea, holler at me. Trust me, I'm telling you, this can actually genuinely work. You know what I mean? Because football, when you think about it, in these particular, football is a big deal. Like, it's a very big deal. And there's a lot of talented individuals within these nations. Do you know what I mean? Because I ain't being funny. I'll be real. When it comes to the World Cup, will we ever see a Caribbean nation win the World Cup? Maybe, but when? Will we ever see an African nation win the World Cup? Maybe, but when? Like, it's so uneven. Like, how the countries are put in is so uneven because there's not that many African nation spots. Like, it took Morocco reaching a semi-final of the previous World Cup for the African spots to be open up for more spots. How does that make any sense? Do you understand? How does that make any sense? It's like the game is rigged. Do you know what I mean? In the words of Franklin Saint, the game is rigged. But anyway, whether the game is rigged or not, let's just get straight into this one real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second. So yeah, so London will host a fourth. In fact, by the way, who do you think will win out of this tournament though? If this tournament was really to go ahead, like who do you think like is likely to win it? You got Ghana, Nigeria, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago. I could be biased and say Nigeria, yeah. But Ghana are on a good form right now. I can't even lie. Jamaica, you can't really count them out because of Steve McLaren. Like he's a good manager. Don't ever. I'm not even gonna disrespect that. Like, he's a really good manager. So you just never know. But I do feel like Nigeria in a weird spot, yeah, because it's like they got on paper they are a great side, but if they can sort out the defense, I'm telling you, they will be back to being a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? Even though I know in previous World Cups we haven't really done as well, but that's neither here or there. Get me? Anyway, but yeah. But even says the Ghana national team has announced the 14 tournament called the Unity Cup, set to take place in London in May 2025. So it's May, not okay. So the four nations will be Ghana, Nigeria, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago. Let's see what the comments are saying. See, look, it's even here on Black Stars, Ghanaian Black Stars. It's real. It's genuinely real. This isn't fake. This is not fake. So Eric Chill, I can't even say his name, is it Eric Chill or Chell, the Nigerian manager, he has now got time on his hand to try and perfect the defensive issues within Nigeria before the World Cup qualifications, because we have to qualify for the World Cup. We have to. We have to. Ghana are more or less qualified. You know what I'm saying? So that's fine. So even if they were not to win this tournament, then it's fine. But I don't think they will act as if they want to lose this tournament. That, don't get it twisted. They're competitive. So England. Okay, I'm trying to speak broken, but I can't even speak broken. So England no they some play some. Okay. So England no they play some. Why London and not one of the cities in these four countries? That's a good shout. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. It makes sense. Oh look, Janet Sheridan. Why? And I know what Janet they're talking about. Janet Jackson, not Janet Hubert, but Janet Jackson. You know how I know? Because it's Janet Jackson. Anyway, a comfortable victory for the Super Eagles. I listen. Our confidence holds no bounds. We could be playing the most poorest games in recent times, but our confidence hold no bounds. You know what I mean? Even though some people now feel like we're not going to qualify for the World Cup, because I've seen the post. But anyway, next time use Thomas Partey or Inaki Williams to rep Ghana. The problem is, okay, Nico Williams is the one that represents Spain. Okay, but they're talking about the picture. I get it. Why is not taking place in Ghana? That's a good question. We'll play Trinidad and Tobago instead. That's a disrespect. Why is Unity Cup not taking place in Ghana? Okay, how do we get tickets? It could have been Ghana, one Caribbean and one East Africa and one North Africa. Do you see what I'm trying to say? That makes sense. And I think maybe the idea that this makes me break down my idea even further. The idea of having one African nation. So all right, you have the East Division, the West Division. I don't know where the Central Division would be because there's only like a few nations within Central. However, I feel like there's many divisions. Let me think. I don't know. I've got ideas, but let's see what happens. But who would win though? Like, no, for real. I reckon Nigeria would win it. But then how would it work? Are they playing each other twice? Or is it just one off? Or how would it work? And why is it only 4 teams? It could have been Ghana or one. Okay. They will surely qualify for the World Cup. Nigeria isn't going to the World Cup, you see? What is this doing to the list? An African country hosting a Unity Cup of the remaining British colonies in the capital of England. In London, no, it should be called the Colonial Cup. That's rude. And that is where we say, you know what? Let's keep it moving.